Hello and welcome back. Today we are looking at Lex and Lex Prime and Aklex and Aklex Prime. Say that 10 times really fast when you're really drunk. Anyway, right, the actual differences between Lex and Aklex slash Lex Prime and Aklex Prime is Lex Prime's better. Ta-da! Video done. Anyway, seriously, I prefer Lex Prime. Yes, Aklex has a higher magazine. That's really about it. No, in all seriousness, I prefer Lex by itself. I don't like the Aklex thing. Yes, in effect, you can get a lot more DPS out of an Aklex slash Aklex Prime. However, due to the high amounts of recoil coming off of both pistols, because your Lex is effectively your 50 cal pistol, your Desert Eagle. So, and as we all know, Desert Eagles have a ton of recoil. Yes, it hits like a truck in both forms. However, due to recoil of having two of them, you tend to find that at medium to long range, you will miss, particularly as you fire more and more. With an actual, just stand on its own, Lex or Lex Prime, the recoil is more manageable, so you can take those longer shots. If you just plan on firing the one shot, you can snipe things from across the room, easy, or across the map even. While aim gliding, it's really a good pistol. But I would personally say if you're going to go into longer runs, take just the Lex, don't go for the Aklex. That's just my personal opinion. You can completely ignore me, like most people actually do. But honestly, the only real difference is the magazine capacity, the reload speed, and the accuracy. And it depends on how you want to play. The magazine capacity is obviously higher with Aklex, and the accuracy and the reload speed is obviously better with Lex. That is simply it. Damage wise, they do the same. There's no if, ands, and buts about it. One of them, I believe, comes with an extra polarity already put in it, so for the build I am using, one of them will cost one less former, because that's the reason I've got them on the same video, is because I literally have the same build on my Lex Prime as I do as my Aklex Prime. So they're in the same video, and I thought it might be a way to showcase, I don't know, more than one frame in one video, rather than always having the same frame showcasing the same weapon. I love the fact that I got a nice little dual effect going on in a bit, but other than that, yeah. But the majority of the time, I just use Lex. I find it better, I find it easier, and I prefer the way in which it feels, to be honest, within the game. Along with the fact that if you don't have Aklex, you're going to be pretty much stuck unless you've got quite a lot of spare plat laying around, because to get the components for Aklex, which all you will need is 2 Lex Primes, in order to get Aklex Prime, you will need the Aklex Prime blueprint and the Aklex Prime link. Now, to get these, you need to get the very special relic, which you can buy from other players. However, it doesn't actually drop in-game, it only came from Barrow. This possibly could be released again in the future, it could be actually implemented into the game as a whole. For the moment, you're either going to have to buy the parts, the blueprint and the link off of players, or the relics themselves off of players, both of which are going for an absolute fortune. So, yeah, there's your options, I'm afraid. Anyway, moving on to the build, as always, it's a pistol, secondary, so Hornet Strike is a pretty much of a must. Bore, Barrel Diffusion, Prime Target Cracker, Prime Pistol Gambit, Jolt, Pistol Pestilence and Lethal Torrent. If you're using it on Lex, it will cost you a 4 former. If you're using it on Aklex, it will be a 3 former build. You can also see the difference in the ribbon dispositions here. Anyway, that's me. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Ta-ra!